Alright guys, welcome back to the latest video. Today we're going to revisit a familiar item, the bag which has made an appearance on the channel before. However, this time we're excited to introduce to version 2. If you haven't seen the first one, then watch that one first. I'll link it on screen now. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. The Uniqlo two-way utility bag has consistently been a favourite of mine when I want to travel light and have ample space. It has earned its place as one of the most frequently used bag in my collection. So when I saw the release of version 2, I was eager to get my hands on it and see the improvements they've made. Interestingly, I had purchased my one just this year as well, and now a newer version is already available. So yeah, here it is today. So here are the features. Instead of me reading it out this time, I'll just put it up on screen right here. So just read it through and pause the screen if you have to. Okay, so let's begin with the exterior. One immediate change you'll notice is the absence of the lower compartment, a feature from the previous version. Personally, I like that section, but I didn't use it at all that much, if I'm honest. The exterior has been upgraded to a high-tiered nylon ripstop fabric, which is quite noticeable when you compare two bags side by side. It does feel denser and has a more matte finish. So this is version 1 here, and then this one's version 2. This one just has a bit more sheen than this one. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it probably just looks the same to use. But this one's a little bit more matte compared to this one. So yeah, the two front pockets remain the same, complete with their button clip closures. They do feel slightly larger, but though not significantly so. These pockets remain practical and functional though. Moving on to the top, we have the adjustable tote handles, and you can definitely feel that it has been upgraded and reinforced. Everything seems more robust. However, the zippers feel lighter and cheaper, which feels like a step back in terms of quality. However, the cord pull tabs do remain the same though. Turning to the back, we find the straps can be conveniently folded away while using the tote bag mode. The straps are largely the same, with a slight reduction in width as it tapers down. And then on the underside, there's a added mesh for breathability, a feature that the previous version didn't have. I didn't encounter any major issues with the previous version, but I can see the absence of a back support does create some strain due to the gap between you and the bag. At the bottom here, you could see that there are two buckles on each side. This is where the straps are clipped in, and these buckles can be neatly concealed away when not in use, providing a clean and streamlined profile. So this was also exactly the same on the previous version 1. Now let's take a look at the interior. When we unzip, you'll have access to the main compartment, which provides full storage space all the way down to the bottom. With the removal of the bottom section, you now have more overall space, so you can see that the whole depth of my arm right here. There are two open pockets, notably larger than before, but this time it's positioned at the front side of the bag, whereas it was at the back here, but now it's positioned just at the front this time. And then unlike the previous version where it's on the back side now has a laptop storage section secured with a Velcro folded strap. This compartment is designed to accommodate a 15-inch laptop, and it should be suitable for most laptop designs. The padding in here does feel decent and average, offering reasonable protection. It's worth noting that this compartment doesn't have a false bottom, so it does go all the way right to the bottom as well. So meaning you should just handle with care any valuable items to avoid any potential impacts. So yeah, here's a 16-inch MacBook, and I know some of you guys out there might carry a 16-inch MacBook, so I'm going to test it with this and see how it fits, even though it says 15.6 inch. Yep, as you can see right here, perfect. And yeah, just decent padding, nothing too special. There you go. On to the pros and cons. There really isn't even too many, since this is just a simple bag, but one of the pros is that the main compartment now offers more space and greater depth, while the cons would be the removal of the bottom section. It might be something that others had wanted but didn't have the opportunity to do so with the previous version. It was also waterproof, so it could separate your main area versus the waterproof section, so that would have been handy for people who are out in the elements, or they have items that could be cold or wet. On to the pricing, size and colour. It comes in two colours, black and olive. Pricing remains the same at £29.90, which I believe is the UK pricing, and that's also good as well because it didn't go up and it remained the same. it comes in one size only, and the official sizing now is 23 liters. I know with the previous version, in version 1, people wanted to know how many liters this was, and it was quite hard because that information wasn't stated, but now it's officially 23 liters. On to the conclusion, the Uniqlo two-way utility bag continues to stand out as an excellent and versatile choice that adapts to different carrying needs, offering a seamless transition between two carrying modes. Its recent upgrade from the previous version has brought about several noteworthy improvements, ultimately enriching the bag's utility rather than detracting from it. One particular commendable enhancement is the inclusion of a dedicated storage compartment for electronic devices, catering to the needs of those who rely on their gadgets for work or studies. I hope you enjoyed this quick glimpse into the latest updated version of this bag. It just had to be a quick video because of the previous video I released about version 1. So it's just a few adjustments to this one. And yeah, if a version 3 ever hits the scene, you can count on us to provide coverage. Thank you all for tuning in, and hey, if you like to stay connected and see some cool photography and behind the scenes content, please consider following me on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already as well, and have a good day ahead. Thank you very much.